Hello and welcome back to the Juventus save. I thought you bet this series was dead. No, we're still going with it. We're going to get to the end of the season before the Zagreb save completely takes over. Although you could probably argue that the Zagreb save already has. If you're watching this Juventus save and you don't know what I'm going on about with the Zagreb save, pop onto my channel, go and have a look at it. It's a lot of good fun, to be honest, at the moment. But we're back to play Inter Milan, and it's not in Serie A. This is in the Champions League. We have had a very good run of form recently. We find ourselves top of Serie A with 1 point ahead of Inter Milan, who we drew in the Champions League quarter-finals. We beat them away 2-1, Cancelo getting sent off in the 45th minute, but we held on with our 2-0 lead till the 92nd minute when Ivan Perisic scored a wonderful free kick to make it 2-1. But we're coming back for the second leg in today's episode, and then possibly a game against SPAL depending on the time. But yeah, we go into it, spirits are high, we're playing very, very well. We're sticking with this formation that we're using, the 4-2-3-1, which is very popular in the Croatian 3rd Division, if you haven't been checking out that other series. But we're going to be lining up with Szczesny in goal, Matt, Bonucci, Chiellini and Sandro at the back, Pjanic and Matuidi in the middle, Bernardeschi, Dybala, Douglas Costa and Cristiano Ronaldo up front. On the bench, though, this is what we're going to go with. We're going to have Pinsogli, Rugani, Cuadrado. No, Barkley's going to come on. We don't need Cuadrado on there. Spinazzola, Moise Kean, Palacios and Ciro Immobile. No place for Weir or McTominay or Bentancur. Probably a little bit unlucky to miss out on that. Maybe we put in... I don't know. Maybe we don't... I think we take off Spinazzola. We do put Cuadrado back in there, actually. He gives a bit more versatility on the bench. Yeah, Palacios over McTominay. Yeah, it's a bit of an interesting decision, but I'm sticking with it. And this is what we're going with then. Into the game we go. 2-1 up after that away leg. We're going to be playing in all white in today's game, as Matuidi is lacking in match fitness, but he will be fine. So here we are then, Inter Milan lining up with Handanovic in goal, Versalco, Skriniar, Miranda, Asamoah, Gagliardini, Nainggolan, Candreva, João Mario, Ivan Perisic and Icardi leading the line for them. It should be a very interesting game. Both teams lining up in the same formation. I'm just going to say... What should we say? I want to say let's do it for the fans, but we can't for some reason. Okay, let's passionately show this is a great opportunity while the pundits have been backing you. Ronaldo still switching off. Still has this little bugbear against me. So we'll hopefully... that won't affect his game too much. Yeah, Ronaldo still switches off. But into the tunnel we go. Make a real statement. Looking to play a free-flowing attacking game as the Champions League anthem would be blaring out at this stage. The shadows on this save are still a bit messed up. But Inter Milan get the game underway. And we've just got to hope that we can keep this 2-1 lead. I mean, we've beaten Inter Milan, I think, every time we've played them this season. It may well be 2 out of 3 we've beaten them. But we are doing pretty well against them. Nainggolan out to Candreva. Candreva got an overlap in front of him. Lays it into Versalco. Sandro gets back well and tackles him unbelievably well. Chiellini with a long ball forward up towards Ronaldo, who was switched off after the team talk, but doesn't look too switched off now. Dybala's in. Dybala shoots. Saved by Handanovic on the rebound. He somehow bundles it home. Paulo Dybala gets his 7th goal of the season. We get another goal. It's 3-1. Doesn't really change the aspect of the tie because Inter Milan still need to score 2, but... it pretty much means now that Inter Milan have to score 2 just to take it to extra time. Dybala shoots, saved by Handanovic, and then Dybala somehow bundled it into the back of the net. It's not the prettiest goal you'll ever see, but great to see Dybala get up for this big game and get a goal early doors. And within 10 minutes, or 7 minutes it actually was, we get a 1-0 lead. And Handanovic piles a goal kick long. Sandro should win that header and does. Matuidi picks it up. He's got Pjanic inside him. Uses Bernardeschi though, who ran past the ball and gave a chance to Perisic to pick it up. Asamoah back to Perisic. Perisic comes forward infield to Gagliardini, who loses the ball with a poor touch. Matuidi looks for Ronaldo first time. Ronaldo into the box. Can he square it? He does. Looks for Dybala. Dybala's beaten in the air. Matuidi picks up the rebound. Alex Sandro comes forward with it. Still just bring the ball forward into Ronaldo's path. Ronaldo turns on that right wing again. Lays it off to Matt. In for the suspended Cancelo. Lays it back to Pjanic and... Juventus just sensibly keeping possession, trying to shift Inter Milan out of their positions. Alex Sandro comes forward, has a shot, easy for Handanovic to claim. And he's actually standing off the pitch, so must have just done that thing where goalkeepers like hold it forward. Oh, that's an aspect ratio for you, isn't it? Seeing my hands come that close. But yeah, 15 minutes gone, still 1-0 up, 3-1 on aggregate, as Nainggolan gets a bit frustrated and picks up a yellow card. We'll just shout at them and give them a bit of praise, tell them we're happy with what they're doing. They're all fired up by that feedback, so Firmino has got a goal for Liverpool against Porto in another quarter-final second leg. I'm not too sure what the first leg result of that one was, but Matt takes a free kick short to Dybala. Bernardeschi back to Pjanic. All to go. Good overlapping run from Matt. Matt gets in, crosses it along, looking for Ronaldo, who's beaten in the air, but it only comes back to Matt. Matt squares it. Costa's there. He's hit the post. Should put the rebound in and does. It's 2-0. And it is really going to be hard work for Inter Milan now. They need to score 3 unanswered goals at the Stadium Juventus, or the Allianz Stadium Juventus, as Matt puts it in. Ronaldo is beaten in the air by Miranda. It came back to Matt, who, look at this for a nice composed pass. Costa, it was actually a great save from Handanovic. Only could push it back into Costa's path though, and he makes it 2-0 on the night. And that is wonderful stuff. So Sandro with a throw. It's just relentless from Juventus at the moment. Dybala lays it back to Matuidi. Matuidi holds on to the ball, takes it in field to Ronaldo. He'll be after a goal in this game, but he's tackled very well by Miranda, who looks over the top towards Icardi. Chiellini uses his strength very well, wins that ball out of the air, lays it back to Szczesny, up to Bonucci. Bonucci goes up to Bernardeschi. There's an overlap again from Matt, but he's gone long towards Costa. Vajalko wins the header. Nainggolan can't get there. Dybala tries to, but Gagliardini keeps it alive, and Inter Milan have just, you would have thought they would have chucked a few more men forward as Chiellini misjudges the ball in the air. Icardi's through on goal and he's hit the bar and it's gone out for a throw-in. He has rifled that against the bar. He applauds the pass from Perisic. But is it going to be one of those days for Inter Milan where everything goes right for Juventus and nothing goes right for the team in black and blue? As Pjanic will fire in this corner towards the back post. Bernardeschi looks to head it back across and it's cleared off the line by one of the defenders for Inter. Handanovic made the save and then his defender cleared it off the line, and Dybala stands over another free kick. In it goes towards the back post. Handanovic claims that one really, really well. And 37 minutes gone, and it's all been Juventus. I mean, Icardi hitting the bar for Inter Milan is the closest they've come, but since that as well, all the rest of the game has all been Juventus. Bonucci gets a good tackle in on Icardi. Bernardeschi comes forward. Look at flooding men forward. Costa's in again. He shoots. He's hit the post. Really should be doing better there, Douglas Costa, but he has hit the post, and that is unlucky for the Brazilian. As we tick down a closer time now towards half-time, and Dybala has another free kick. In it goes, looking for Pjanic at the back post, and it's 3-0. Miralem Pjanic gets his 3rd goal of the season. Dybala gets a goal and an assist in the game against Inter Milan, and surely that is game over now. 5-1 on aggregate. We are putting out a statement to the rest of the European competition teams that we want to win this Champions League. We want to do the league and Champions League double in our season as Juventus manager. And look at these ratings that Inter Milan have got. It's terrible when you compare it to us. Matuidi not having the best game. Ronaldo looking a bit complacent, so we'll have to sort that out at half-time. We've restricted them to one shot, and that's the one that Icardi hit the bar. And we've gone up the other end and absolutely dominated this game. The other thing is as well, we need to make sure we hold on to the Serie A first place spot, because Inter Milan are hot on our tails with that. Only 1 point behind us. We do have a much better goal difference than them, but we need to make sure we keep on it. As Dybala goes to the left hand side, puts it back across looking for Bernardeschi, gets his header on target, but it's easy for Handanovic to make that save. And yeah, we are pretty much coasting. Dybala's got injured. No, he's been crucial to this game. He's been absolutely unbelievable in the way we've been playing. Ross Barkley is a ready-made replacement. You'd argue probably not quite as good, but he has settled in to the way Juventus play. Ross Barkley really well so far when we've seen him play. Costa looks for Ronaldo. It's one in the air by Skriniar. Nainggolan flicks it on. Pjanic picks it up. Bernardeschi will come forward. He's got Ross Barkley in the middle and uses him. Back to Bernardeschi. Skips around his man. Bernardeschi lays it out to Matt, who does just about get there. Matt can lay this back, but it's a really good tackle from Perisic. And while João Mario will now look to launch Inter Milan on a counter-attack, Icardi comes forward. There's men in the middle. He's drawn the 2 centre-backs out. João Mario comes forward to the edge of the box. He's got space in Candreva on the right. He shoots. That's a terrible, terrible shot over the bar. A really wasted opportunity for Inter Milan. So we're just going to make another sub, and it's going to be Palacios is going to come on for Matuidi in the middle as the box-to-box midfielder. Isn't really fully capable of playing that box-to-box role, but I don't want to replace Pjanic at the moment because he's having a very good game on an 8.2 in the playmaker role. So we'll bring on Palacios for Matuidi. The next sub may even be Cristiano Ronaldo to come off, but we'll see how it goes. 20 minutes to go. They've brought on Politano for Candreva. Gagliardini's there and he gets a goal back. His fourth of the season makes it 3-1 on the day. 5-2 on aggregate, and he's very optimistically running the ball back. It was a good corner in from Politano, and Gagliardini just got away from his man. Heads it past Szczesny in goal, who's not going to have a chance from that distance. And it goes into the net. So we're just going to give them a shout and say demand more after conceding that goal, as people were a bit calmer, pressured by the feedback. Ronaldo, that sounds very un-Ronaldo-like. And we are going to bring on Ciro Immobile for a game up front instead of Ronaldo. He's not settled in brilliantly, Immobile, but we'll give it a go. Elite striker replaces a legendary striker, as Liverpool is now 1-1. Politano puts in again. De Vries at the back post, and it's 3-2. 5-3 on aggregate. I don't know if I should be worried. I'm not that worried. So it was a good ball in. Politano and De Vries. De Vries just come on for Vijalko at right back and get straight involved in the games. It's been an entertaining game. You can't argue with that. Matt throws it in, looking for Barkley. Barkley's beaten in the air. Perisic into Nainggolan. Nainggolan up to Icardi. Icardi beats Chiellini and then still comes forward. Switches it out to Politano, who we know has got a dangerous cross. Politano cuts in field onto his left foot. It's a really, really poor shot. And that is fine. We're just going to drop this down to balanced. And there is about 2 minutes to go plus injury time. And now they're into 5 minutes of injury time. So we really don't have anything to worry about. A 3-2 win it looks like it's going to be. 5-3 on aggregate to see us through to the Champions League semi-final. So we'll have to see who we get in this as well. As Pjanic has a last minute corner kick. In it goes towards Barkley. Handanovic makes the save. And that will be the end of the game as we see Juventus get through into the Champions League semi-finals, which is absolutely wonderful. We knock out our biggest Italian rivals. And is this going to be the season? Let me know down below. Do you think this will be a good one-off season with Juventus where we win the Champions League and the league in the Serie A? Let me know. But yeah, we get that. It's a pleasure. Dybala's injured for 3 to 4 weeks. That's going to be quite painful. We'll just let the assistant go and do all the press conferences. 9.4 million. Dybala shines. Man City set to make move. Mancini was also there, as was the Brazilian manager as well. But yeah, all in all, pretty damn good. I think we will play the game against SPAL. We'll go on to that and get that into this episode as well. They're 19th in the league, so we're potentially looking at quite an easy victory, but you never want to predict things like that. We should probably go and have a look to see who else got through in the Champions League. That would make sense, but we'll get to that point in just a sec. So into the semi-final go Liverpool, Juventus, Man United and Tottenham. So we are now the only non-English team remaining in the competition. I don't know when the draw is done. Around on the 19th. So today, it will actually be done today. So this may well be the news to say that we're going to get it. It's not. We'll send the assistant. Apparently the draw is done today. There it is. Semi-final draw. Who do we want? Probably Tottenham, to be honest. Tottenham versus Juventus. We do get Tottenham, and we've got the first leg away, which I'm very, very happy about. Means we can try and get an advantage away from home and bring them back to the Allianz Stadium and smash them. So here we are for the game against SPAL. Then they line up with Patanga up front, Antonucci and Velotti in the front three, Mizori and Kurtic, Costa, Bonifazi, Vicari, Cionek and Dickman at the back, and Gomez. I don't know why I laugh at Dickman, I'm so immature. And Gomez in goal. We've got Szczesny, Matt, Bonucci, Chiellini and Sandro. Pjanic and McTominay comes in to replace Matuidi. Bernardeschi, Barkley, Costa and Cristiano Ronaldo starts up front. We are just going to say... let's show them why. Let's show them why we should go and beat them. We'll get the assistant to do that. We'll go into the tunnel. The assistant can do that as well. Let's get this game underway. So Costa comes forward down the left-hand side. That's a fantastic tackle from Dickman. That's what I get for laughing at his name. But straight away, Juventus are on the attack. And it's a corner. Bernardeschi to swing it in towards the back post. Bonucci is beaten in the air. It comes to Costa. Costa rifles a shot just past the post, but Gomez had it covered. And it's a good positive start from Juventus. But Velotti has a free kick for SPAL. Dinks in Kurtic in loads of space. Fires it past Szczesny. And that is awful defending from the Juventus back line. 3 minutes in and SPAL, I don't know why I went all Steve McLaren there. SPAL have the lead. Velotti with a lovely little dink ball. And Kurtic just left his man, which I'm pretty sure was Chiellini. And it was Chiellini not concentrating enough from that free kick. And that gives Inter Milan the lead in the Serie A table. Costa with a throw and into Patanga, flicks it on. Bonucci's there, hoofs it away looking for Ronaldo. but it's one in the air. Bernardeschi will pick that up, looks for Ronaldo, who's now in a bit of space after the defender came forward, and it's technically a 3-on-2. Ronaldo puts a cross in, and it's a poor cross. McTominay tries to keep it alive. It actually falls to Barkley. It's safe. Barkley on the rebound. Ref, is that a penalty? That has to be a penalty. He was about to put it in an open net. Referee has had an absolute nightmare. Oh, Alexandro's picked up a little knock as well, a thigh strain, I think, as Bernardeschi stands over the free kick, dinks it in, looking for McTominay. Ronaldo will pick it up on the edge of the box, gets it round, lays it off. McTominay finds Pjanic, who shoots straight down the middle, but manages to beat the goalkeeper, and that's better. It's back to 1-1, and we're just going to demand a little bit more from the guys as well to go and get us this lead. Good strike from Pjanic. It may have taken a deflection as Bernardeschi put this in towards McTominay. It was headed away. Ronaldo then brought it down, did a really weird pass to McTominay, who laid it back to Pjanic, hit a first-time strike. It wasn't deflected, but the goalkeeper's momentum was taking him the wrong way, and it's 1-1. So we're not going to risk Sandro with that thigh injury. He is going to be replaced by Cancelo, and then we'll swap Matt and Cancelo over. So Cancelo, back after his suspension in the European competitions, comes back on as a sub and gets pretty much most of the game anyway. Gomez with a goal kick. It goes long, looking towards Antonucci, but he's misjudged that, and Matt brings it down. I say brings it down, hoofs it forward. McTominay gets on the clearance, looks for Costa. Costa, he's got a man in the middle. Can he square it? He does. Ross Barkley's there, and his shot goes flying past the post. We need to get this goal to regain Inter Milan and take the top spot in Serie A, as McTominay will try and get there. Antonucci will beat him to the ball. Looks over the top towards Patanga, but Chiellini covers it well. Goes back to Szczesny. Szczesny out wide to Cancelo, who's just come on, and 10 minutes to go in the first half. Cancelo, lots of space to run into. They're not pressuring him. He goes past his man, dinks it in. Ronaldo with a header, and Gomez makes a very easy save. And it's Juventus have got a lot of work to do here to prove they need to be top of the league. Gomez goes long with a goal kick, and that'll go to easy for Bonucci to bring down. Bonucci into Chiellini. Chiellini looks out wide to Bernardeschi with a good pass. Bernardeschi comes forward. He's got runners either side of him. Uses the one on the right, which is Cancelo. Cancelo comes forward, dinks a cross in towards Ronaldo. What a save from Gomez. And it goes behind for a corner. Ronaldo doesn't normally miss them from like 2 or 3 yards. Bernardeschi now fingers in, looking for a tall man towards the back. It's Patanga that clears it away. Bernardeschi will get another cross in opportunity. Actually lays it off to Pjanic. Back to Bernardeschi. With his right foot swings it across. Boniface gets an easy clearance. Matt has it on the left, but nothing comes of that. And ticking down towards half-time, we need another goal. So it's half-time, and we've restricted SPAL to 2 shots, 2 on target, but they have a goal, and that is the most annoying thing. Keep playing the way you have, and the result will come. That's what we're going to go with. We're going to leave it a little bit longer as it is, but I'm thinking about doing Immobile for Barkley and going into a 4-2-4 sort of formation and really pressuring SPAL along their back line. Because Barkley's not having the best of games, and Ronaldo could probably do with a bit of support up front when he's against 3 centre-backs. So we'll see how it goes. We'll go to about the hour mark and see how we're doing. So on the hour mark, and nothing really has changed. So it is going to be Ciro Immobile on for Ross Barkley. Barkley not having his best game since he signed for Juventus. We'll put Ronaldo over there. Immobile can then come on as a pressing forward on attack. Let's put them really under pressure. It's a 4-2-4. 1 inside forward and 1 wide midfielder. We'll have to see how this goes. But if we ever needed Immobile to shine, this is the moment. 15 minutes to go and still no real action happening. We're going to make what could be a very controversial substitution. We're actually going to bring on Moises Kean for Cristiano Ronaldo. Put him up front as an advanced forward. And Cristiano Ronaldo not having a very good game today. But all 3 subs have been done. We've told the guys to push forward again. We're going to go up to an attacking mentality as well, to really try and put this SPAL midfield and defence under pressure. And it looks like we could be losing our grip on top spot. It doesn't matter if you beat Inter Milan in the Champions League. If you can't beat teams like SPAL, it's never going to happen. In the last injury time, we've just asked them to do a little bit more, but it's actually SPAL with a highlight. It comes in, Szczesny with a good claim. And there's about 30 seconds left in this tie, and we need Szczesny to get on with this now. Szczesny, what are you doing? What are you doing? He throws it out towards Matt. Matt up to Costa. Costa looks to turn. He comes forward with it on the left-hand side. Can we get a goal here? Costa, ball across. Gomez with a very easy save. That will probably be the end of the game. I can't imagine Gomez is going to rush this. McTominay gets a header on it. Shitlara, the game is still going on. Costa holds on to the ball. Back to Kurtic. That's probably going to be the end of the game. It's a long ball forward and it doesn't have enough time to run onto it. It's a 1-1 draw. Disappointment for Juventus. I'm just going to say we're unlucky. I do think we absolutely outplayed them. We really did. But we lose top spot, and Alexandro picks up an injury for 12 days. Pjanic shines. Assistant can go and do the press conference, and Emery was looking at Alexandro, so he wouldn't have been disappointed that he picked up an injury. But it does leave us second, a point now behind Inter Milan. We really need to figure that out. We'll be back for the Champions League semi-final against Tottenham. We'll probably try and do both legs in one episode, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe just the semi-final second leg and the game against AC Milan, but who knows. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here, but for now, I'm out. Cheers.